What's good, fam? It's your boy Gels, and I'm back with another video. In this video, we got a new computer in. Let's go. Like I said, family, in this video, we got a new computer in. As you guys saw, it's the Mac Mini M4, man. This is the base model, has 16 gigabytes of unified memory and also 256 gig SSD. I purchased this unit, honestly, just to test it out. And I had all intentions of taking this thing back to the store because I didn't think it would be able to handle my Studio One sessions. I've saw a few things online about this M4 base model, but I've never seen an actual engineer or producer put it through its paces or actually run a real life session. Like I said, I've only seen people talk about it. So I had to buy it for myself and just see if I could run some sessions with it, see how Studio One reacts with it, and see if it was a great buy. If you know me, I've started my studio journey on PC, then I switched to Mac. I went to a Mac Mini. I had the Mac trash can. Currently, I was using my MacBook. I have a 2019 MacBook, 64 gigs of RAM, terabyte SSD, etc., etc. I did not have an Apple Silicon chip, so I wanted to get one. So why not get this $599 Mac Mini just to put it through the pace? Like I said, I got the base model, 16 gigs of RAM, 256 gigs of storage. I did get a external hard drive to store a lot of my sessions and my files on. So how I actually set this machine up, when I got this thing running, I actually put my home folder and everything like that on that external hard drive, and that actually freed up a lot of storage within the unit. I have about 1,000 plugins in here. I have some sample libraries and stuff like that, and I still have about 90 gigs remaining on this unit because, like I said, I am storing a lot on external hard drives, and I also use the Apple Cloud to store a lot of my studio sessions as well, just so I can maneuver from a desktop and my laptop seamlessly. So that's how I do my sessions. And like I said, I put this thing through somewhat some paces, man. I've only really had the recent mixes I've had have been 2-track beats. So the most I've had in these sessions were probably 10 to 15 tracks. And I can honestly say I could definitely see a difference from my 2019 MacBook Pro. Some of the sessions I was teetering 50, 60, sometimes 70 CPU. On this machine, I haven't really hit over 30, 35 CPU, which is great. And I've used a bunch of CPU intensive plugins. As you know, that new plugin Orion by Cradle Audio, that thing kills CPU. But with this computer, it didn't really kill it, man. So kudos to Apple Silicon and the M4 chip. So enough of me talking. Let's just head over to the computer. I could pull up a couple sessions just so you guys can see what I'm talking about. I'm not going to play the audio, but I'll let you guys see some of the plugins and stuff like that I'm using, and actually see the CPU usage that this thing is using in Studio One. And if you guys are interested in me showing you how I actually set this up, just leave a comment below and I'll make a quick video. Like I said, it only took me about 5 minutes to get this set up in my home drive running off of an external hard drive. I also have another hard drive connected as the backup and stuff like that, just to be on the safe side. But like I said, enough of me talking. Let's head over to this computer, pull up a couple sessions just so you guys can see exactly the performance of this M4, and then we'll come back and talk. All right, fam. So here we have the Mac Mini M4 base model. Just wanted you guys to see what's actually stored on here. As you can see, I have about 86 gigs left on the internal hard drive. Then this is the X9 Pro that I have hooked up, that I have my home file running through and all that. This is a 1 terabyte, and I have over 890 gigs remaining. I've only used about 100 gigs or so, and this is my backup when I'm running all my backups through my Time Machine through. I just wanted you guys to see that so you can see that I'm actually telling the truth, that I'm running this base model Mac Mini, and I have all my plugins and everything like that stored on here. A lot of the sound libraries and stuff like that I do have stored on this hard drive here, this X9 Pro, and I also have stored in the Apple Cloud just so I can access it on the go if I need to from my laptop or something like that. But I wanted you guys to see that I'm not using all of the internal storage, and I have a bunch left on the 1 terabyte X9 Pro, and I'm also running a 2 terabyte SSD for the backup. Now let's go ahead and pull up Studio One here. Here we have Studio One. I have a session here that I'm mixing. As you can see, it's not that many tracks, honestly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's only 11 tracks. This is a two-track beat session, man. It's basically the beat and also the vocals. That's pretty much everything that's on here. As you can see, I'm using a hefty amount of plugins. These are some mono plugins that are here. Also have some plugins that are here as well. Then I have a bunch of plugins on my master buses and all that kind of stuff on my different vocal buses and all that. As you can see, a hefty amount of plugins I am using within Studio One. So let's go ahead. I'm not going to play the audio for you guys, but I will play the session just so you guys can see the CPU usage. I'll pull it up there. We're at about 23% right now. Let's hit play. As you can see, it's running pretty much all of the plugins right now at about 34% CPU usage, which in my opinion is great. All right, let's continue to go. This is a pretty heavy part here. As you can see, we're at about 37% CPU usage right here. Like I said, I got the God particle on here. I got SSL Fuse. You guys could see pretty much all the plugins I'm using. Let me get this out of the way really quickly. It's a lot of plugins that I'm using on this session. You guys can see we're at about 37% on a performance monitor, which is great in my opinion, because like I said, with a session similar to this with my 2019 MacBook Pro, 32 gigs of RAM, I believe. Yeah, 32 gigs of RAM. Same session, I'm hitting around 60 to 70, sometimes 75 with the same type of session, man, which is absurd in my opinion. So let's go ahead. We'll pull up another session, man, just so you guys can see. Here's another session that I have here. Let's go here. Here's another session that I have here. Let's wait for this to load 1 second. As you see, it's a hefty amount of plugins that are actually loading on here. I'll let you guys see this session as well. This session has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. There's about 18 tracks on it. As you can see, the same amount of plugins. Definitely a hefty amount of plugins. Matter of fact, let's turn on exactly what I would be using, because I did have some of these plugins muted. Let's turn on exactly what I'll be using. Matter of fact, what we could do, we're going to cut off pretty much all these plugins, and let's see what this does. Let's cut a lot of these plugins on, man, just so you guys can see exactly what's going on here. We have a hefty amount of plugins on here. as you can see. And we're still at about 26% here. And we got plugins on that we're clearly not using. I'm just cutting them on just so you guys can see. And these plugins are being utilized right now in this session. You can see we're at about 27% on the performance meter, which is great in my opinion. Let's go ahead and pull up one more. Like I said, I just turned on pretty much every plugin in this session just so you guys can see exactly what's going on. We got the black box running. We got God Particle, Smooth Operator. We got a bunch of plugins, and we're only at about 30%. Let's go ahead and exit out of this session here. And we'll pull up one more, man, just so you guys can see it. And like I said, I will do another video with some full stemmed out sessions so you guys can see those. Just wanted you guys to see kind of a quick example of real life usage. Like I said, the past few sessions I had have been 2-track sessions. Here's another session here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. This is about 17 tracks. Let's go ahead and look at all the plugins. If you know some of these Waves plugins like this Clarity VX, I have an instance on pretty much every single track, and that's very CPU heavy. As you can see, I have a bunch of plugins on here. A whole bunch of plugins running. Let's go ahead and hit play and see where we're at. Let me go to the hook section here. Okay, we're at about 35% CPU usage. Like I said, I haven't hit over 40 with this computer yet. And I really, like I said, I really like this thing, man. We're at about 39. Are we going to hit 40? No, it's dropping back down again. And like I said, you can see on here all the different instances of plugins that I'm using. I do have this plugin nap on. Let's cut that off and see if it'll make a difference. Yeah, taking that plugin nap off, it does take it up a notch. We're at about 46% CPU usage, which in my opinion is still not bad. Because like I said, a session like this with my MacBook Pro, I would be kind of pushing it to the limits. These are all the plugins that are active. A bunch of different plugins, man. Like I said, I think this computer is a must buy, especially for the price. You know, if you have money to spend, more money to spend, go ahead and get an upgraded model. Go ahead and maybe get the 24 gigs of RAM or go up. But for me right now, for $599 or $499 with an EDU email, in my opinion, this cannot be beat. This is a game changer for music production, engineering, in my opinion. Like I said, I'm going to live with this for another month or two. Then I'll come back and make another video. I'll get some more in-depth sessions. I'll get some more use cases. I'll do some production with this. I'll, like I said, make some beats and all that kind of stuff, just so you guys can really, really see what this computer can do. But I just wanted to get this video out really quickly so you guys can see it, because I'm very, very, very shocked and impressed by this Mac Mini M4. Yes, sir. That was the M4 Mac Mini base model, man. What do you guys think about it? Could you do your production, your engineering with it? Me personally, I'm keeping this machine, and I think it'll serve its purpose. Like I said, I haven't really had any full track out stemmed sessions. I did just receive a couple, so I'll probably make another video with those sessions uploaded as well after I'm done mixing, just so you guys can see those sessions as well. But I really don't think there's going to be too much of a difference. I don't think I'll be able to really kill this computer at all. I don't think I'll hit full CPU or anything like that. Like I said, with the sessions that I already have, I'm not really touching the CPU at all. Like I said, at most, I think I saw peak it hit 40 on the CPU inside Studio One, which is great because some of these sessions on my MacBook Pro that had on my MacBook Pro, I was getting 80, sometimes 90, 95% CPU usage with it. So this Mac Mini, in my opinion, at $599 and $499 if you have an EDU email, you really can't beat it, man. I recommend definitely giving this unit a try. Like I said, what do you guys think about it? Let's talk about it in the comments below. Are there certain things that you want me to see, that you want me to do with this unit, just so you can see it before you buy it? Because like I said, I did look online. I didn't really see any real life usage of this, so I had to purchase it and I had to put it through its paces, and I honestly like it, man. Do me a favor, if you found this video helpful, be sure to like, subscribe, and share. Also check out my website, mixedbygels.com, man. There's a bunch of ebooks, templates, and all that good stuff. Also, be sure to check out the affiliates page, man. And it's your boy Gels, baby. I'm gone.